Hi, my name is Nicole Golf, and this is my discussion from my video journal for EDUU 677. I'm going to be talking about my collaboration during my fieldwork. Back in October, there was a student in our special education classroom who needed to start doing some inclusion. He is diagnosed with autism and is a select mute. So for every day, Monday through Friday, between 8 and 10, he would spend his morning in my general education classroom. It was fine at first. I mean, he felt a little awkward at first. He didn't want to talk to anyone. He wouldn't talk to me. He would do a lot of pointing. So the special education teacher and I kind of came up with different cues for him and giving him two choices, kind of like, do you want this or do you want this? So that was kind of our collaboration. Our principal was also there. When we got into October or so, he no longer qualified for being in a special education classroom. He would function just fine in a general education classroom, getting pulled out with speech supports and other supports like that. So in December, we had a evaluation meeting for his IEP, which had his mother, his uncle, our speech language pathologist, principal, special education teacher, and our collaboration was just discussing his needs. It was pretty great because that same morning he told me, he didn't tell me, he showed me a book and I asked him if he wanted to read it. He said yes, and he was able to tell me some of the words. So at that point, it took almost 2.5 months for him to feel comfortable enough to start using his own voice, which was great to include into our meeting because you can tell by his family members, like facial expressions, that they were very thrilled that he was transitioning perfectly fine in my classroom. So this was all before Christmas break. When we got back from holiday break, you can tell he was a lot more friendly to kids. He would want to go up and play with them. Although some of my students were unsure why he would not speak, it's like, some kid just said he's a little shy. I'm like, you're right, he is a little shy because I know he can talk. He has talked to me. He's talked to some other kids. So it's definitely his confidence. His voice is also, it sounds a little bit different. It's more of a breathing through his speech, so he doesn't have the confidence to speak all the time. The speech language pathologist and I just trying to give him as many opportunities to talk in small groups or one-on-one or a group of just me, him, and another student, and that's slowly getting him more confident in his speech, which has been great. Overall, my collaboration has been nothing but effective. If there was ever an issue, I would just pop into their office or catch them or send them an email. With mom, it can be tricky at times because she does not speak fluent English. Their home language is Vietnamese, but anytime I have a conference with her, she brings her brother, so the student's uncle, and he helps translate. So that's been really great. Overall, he's a very, very bright kid, so we never have had any instructional interventions that needed to be put into place. Academically, he is one of my higher students, which is amazing, and so grateful to have him in our class. He puts a wonderful dynamic and culture into our classroom. Fortunately, we're not at school right now, so I only get to hear his voice through our online reading program. So I hope that you have a great day. Thank you.